Hey, what's up? Good morning, crew. It's test day. So, today's test day, and let me catch y'all up to speed. I don't know how the hell I was supposed to get ready for this test, because this test was supposed to be bigger than this. And this, we're only covering one topic. We're only doing neuro. And, you know, I don't know how we were supposed to, we were also supposed, let me tell y'all what we were supposed to cover on this exam today. This is exam 1 of the semester, so, for Med-Surg. So let me tell y'all what we were supposed to cover for this exam. Not only were we supposed to cover neuro, which is content heavy within itself, there was going to be HIV, there was going to be hematology, there was going to be cancer. I think that's it. So I'm thinking, how the heck did you think we were going to put all that information in our head? Fortunately for us, well, it'd be unfortunately for us because we still got to learn the content. Fortunately for us, there was a snow day, and if y'all live here in Georgia, I'm in the Atlanta area, you guys know what a snow day means for us. Well, we were supposed to be getting, this was last week, we were supposed to be getting this huge storm coming through, and it was supposed to, you know, we weren't supposed to be able to drive, and we were going to get 2 to 3 inches of snow, which, if the 2 to 3 inches of snow would have come, great, cancel school, because I can't drive in it. I learned how to drive here. This is my home. I don't know, you know, what I would be doing. For the life of me, I don't know why, but that Monday, so the storm was coming Tuesday. That Monday, we received an automated voicemail from the school saying that because of, you know, inclement weather, the potential for inclement weather, we were going to cancel. Great. But then my ticker got to spinning. Wait a minute. Today is 40-something degrees, which is cold, but it's not snow cold. Do you get what I'm saying? Then, the next day was supposed to drop down to the teens. And I think that was going to facilitate the snow and ice because it was going to be raining. So they canceled school, so I said, okay, I'm going to go to work. You know, we're sitting there waiting on that Monday. We're waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, we're all in contact with each other in the class. We're waiting and waiting and waiting for word on what to do with the material, because we're like, there's no way. I was upset because I'm thinking that we still have to cover the material like in a self-study, and there's no way that I will be able to just get all of this information, because a lot of times not all the time, not sometimes, all the time, I like to use lecture to kind of solidify what I'm thinking about whatever the material is, or if I have any questions, I have that. The professors are there, so if I email them, but you got to think, there's 70 of us. I'd hate to send an email and then they're receiving 70 different emails. So I like to clarify things in class. You know, I'm big on clarification. Hey, when you said this, did you mean? Or a lot of times the questions that I'm having are going to be addressed in class regardless. So the professors, they're pretty good with like, hey, this seems like a tricky a topic, so we're going to shift to the whatever they say. So here I am waiting. So finally, our professor emails us. She says, hey guys, I'm by the cemetery. This is like I don't know, I have to cross myself when I'm in front of a cemetery. It's just one of those things that I do. No one ever taught me that, but I just want to pray for the dead, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, back on track. Y'all know I have to get off the track. So she emails us and tells us, hey, you guys are not going to be responsible for the material that we were going to cover tomorrow. Focus on neurology. But then she adds this other mess. I don't want to say mess, but we did a field trip. The first week of class, we went to LifeLink, the organ donation place. You know, we learned about organ procurement and protocol and what you have to do, all that stuff. So we did that, and so we're gonna have questions about that as well. Hopefully there's not a lot, because I was there, I was present, I enjoyed the trip, the vacation, but I mean, it wasn't like we were there taking notes or, you know, things like that. So I don't know what she can ask. Maybe just general information that in maybe a true or false form, or I don't know if we can listen. Maybe select all that apply. Maybe what organs can be donated, and there's X organs, and from what I understand, most of the organs could go. I don't think there's many that cannot go. I know that with the GI, there's only the intestine, but whatever. So she tells us we're going to cover neurology, and then but then other stuff is going to be broken up over the next few weeks. But it's going to be on test 2. Test 2 was already going to be heavy. Test 2 was already going to be heavy. Now it's heavier because we're doing renal today after the test. I love renal. I happen to think renal is cool and important. Now, I am a cardio guy. I love the cardiac system. I think people underestimate the importance of the heart, and how when the heart is not together, that so many other things in the body, it manifests everywhere when the heart's not together. So I like the heart. But, you know, renal, you know, in my mind, and I know I'm rambling, but in my mind, I feel like pulmonary and cardiac, that kind of goes hand in hand. Do you get what I'm saying? It goes hand in hand. And so that's why those two are like my first loves, you know? But I kind of lump those together. So I love cardiac, but a lot of the manifestations of cardiac issues deal with pulmonary. So, you know, you can't have one without the other, you know? So that's like tied at number 1. But then renal is right after. So I think renal is important as well. Well, I know it is, but the heart is my baby. And I'm on a cardiac unit for my clinical this semester, so it's a win. So anyway, back to the story at hand. So we're going to be doing all of this stuff, and now it's broken up over, and now it's all going to be on test 2. So instead of test 2 being heavy, it's going to be heavy, you know? Which is a little daunting considering. But I feel like this exam is going to give us that oomph that we need to kind of get started. Y'all know how I feel about, you know, like a light salad. I love a light salad, you know, as an exam for like the first exam. I love a light salad. Go ahead and grab that quick A or B. And Then, once the semester really gets heavy, I'm back at the school mode, because I want to say this. It has been hard for me to get back into school mode. So difficult for me to get back into school mode, because we've had like the winter off, and then it's like we're kind of I'm was dealing with senioritis. You know, I've been doing assignments and stuff, but they've been like little baby assignments. And then I've been studying, but not studying like I should. This neuro chapter, this particular chapter, where they're talking about what was it about? Was it brain dysfunction and stuff like that, like strokes and all that? Yo, I could not get past the first few pages, and I kept starting, and I just couldn't get past it. So it was like a late start for me. I did get through all of the material cover-wise, and I really hit it hard. And the reading wasn't bad once I started reading, because I'm like, oh, this is interesting. But for some reason, I just could not get through that first. Like, I kept getting to stroke, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, stroke is the first like real condition that we talk about, and I couldn't get through it. I couldn't get through stroke, and for the life of me, I couldn't. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh, I gotta get it. Then I started reading in the sections, especially for the big diseases. The section is just long, so much information for one day. Stroke was long. What's the other one that was long? Intracranial pressure was long. Well, I did get through intracranial pressure a while ago, because I happen to like ICP. So that was long. And then, like, you know, the ones that you expect to be long, like multiple sclerosis, was super short. Now, myasthenia gravis was pretty long. But the point of the matter is, I had a hard start. Then I still had to do all these other assignments. So I had, in the midst of that, I had clinical assignments. I have a NCLEX trainer, which is, that's what the practice exams are called, because like I told y'all before, we're expected to do 10,000 questions this semester, practice questions. And the rationale behind that is, you do 10,000 questions, you're guaranteed to pass that class. That's what it is. And listen, I'm not mad at it. I can do 10,000 questions, okay? It's a bit daunting, especially when you're studying for all of this other mess, but you know, I can do 10,000 questions. And it's like, oh, do all these questions, but it's like, when do I have the time to do it? But I'm gonna stop rambling. Today, wish me luck. I mean, you know. Next time I come, hopefully I can check in this week with you guys. This video's already long. It's like 14 seconds. I mean, 14 minutes and 15 seconds or whatever. But hopefully I can check in this week with my grade. Or if not, I'll just post it on next week's. I'll just record it next week. But wish me luck. I will holler at y'all later. Subscribe to the channel. Like. All that good stuff. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'm ready for my exam. Peace. Boom.